They sent us 4 of their UFO high bay lighting for barns and commercial buildings and stuff. Super cool. They're switchable to 3 different watts. They go 90, 120, or 150 watts. They've got a hanger that goes here in the top. They plug into a standard outlet, and they're supposed to send out quite a bit of light. And with 4 of these down through the middle of the barn, we're going to put them up high so we can get as much benefit out of them as we can. So we're excited about doing this project. So what we are going to do and what we need to get ready for is we're going to put the lights up here towards the peak of the barn. So I don't have anything that can get that high other than an extension ladder, and I don't feel comfortable doing this with an extension ladder. So I have a friend that's going to bring over a skid steer and a scissor lift where we can get up there, but I need to get ready for that process. So there's some stuff I got to do. I want to cut some wood pieces to go across where the peak is up there to hold the lighting on. We need to put boxes, electrical boxes up there, and then we need to run wires across and down to where I have the electrical line going down this kind of rafter thingy here going down the side. Okay, we have all of our wood down. The reason I wanted that wood down is 1, so I can access it when I'm doing woodworking projects. And 2, I don't want anything impeding the light coming down to the floor here. So now we got a full wide open bay all the way through up top and nothing to block that light. So I'm going to stack this wood back out of the way here against the wall, and then we'll get ready to do some more stuff. All right, we are back with a whole bucket of fun. So pitter patter, let's get at her. Got all 4 of our boxes wired up, and we've even stapled on to this piece of wood. We'll continue those staples down once we get it mounted. When you're putting your staples in, don't drive them so hard that they're going into the insulation on the wire. See how that still moves? We're not smashing that, we're just holding it in place is all we're doing. We're going to get these carried out to the barn. These are ready to go in. Got all our new cross members out here ready to go. We're going to set up our lights real quick. Those are just ready to hang. So the way we've got our hooks set up on our cross members, they run across this way. So we want to set this hook up to where the wires are off to the right hand side there, or the left hand side, doesn't matter. But that's going to make it so these wires go up and around that 2x4. The outlet will be over here on this side. We'll loop the wires around the 2x4 a little bit and then just plug into that outlet. That way the wires are wrapped around a little bit. We might even tie a knot in the wires just so there's no issues later. Now this little wire here is for a dimmer unit that you can attach to this light, but we're not going to be doing that in this installation. The wires are already coated so they can't short out or anything. And these wires, like you saw earlier, just have a standard plug on them to plug into that outlet. So now that we've got our hook in the right spot, we need to tighten this set screw right here. Now the other thing we want to do is we want to put this on the highest setting. So inside this rubber plug, there's a switch. And there's 3 positions, low, medium, high. Down all the way to the bottom is high. I have found that at the factory setting, they're on high already. But we're going to double check because it's a long way up there. And we won't be able to get up there if we get it wrong. Now you're probably asking yourself, why would they need to be adjustable? Well, that's the cool thing, that they are adjustable. Say you're in a spot where you don't want the light to be so crazy bright. Say you have a smaller space. You can turn that light down to where it's just not stupid bright in your space. So that's a pretty neat feature. Now when you're installing this hook, you need to back out this set screw. If it's too far in, your hook's going to bottom out on this screw. So make sure you're out far enough where that hole is clear. Also, when you screw this in, you're going to feel a little bit of resistance where this hole was tapped, were tapped into the other hole. There'll be just a little nub in there that's going to slow you down, but keep on going and you'll bypass that. And then make sure you're engaged with this set screw. You'll be good to go. These hooks also have a safety on them. So once you get them hooked on the eye, you tighten this screw down. It keeps it from becoming unhooked from your eye up on the ceiling. My friend Shane's just about here, so we're going to head out to the barn. We can get this knocked out. Well, there's our new light fixtures up there. High bay lights, so we put them high in the bay, obviously. And I know you want me to flick the switch right now, but we're not wired down here yet. That's for tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll give these things a test. All right, folks, next day. Got a kind of an overcast day out here. It's nice and cool, so it's going to be a good working day. It'll stay a lot cooler here in the barn. When we left you yesterday, we had the lights all hung. Now we have to install the junction boxes over here on the ends and tap into the existing wire and get all of those wired up before we can turn our lights on. Might be a little challenge, like with the trailers in the way, cubbies in the way over here probably for a ladder. We may have to move a bunch of stuff around, but I want to go get the boxes ready first. We can get those ready to be screwed on, get everything put in them. Got the back door open to get additional light in here because our lights no longer work. And it'd be dark back here anyway. So we're going to start cutting wires and installing those boxes. Now what I failed to realize yesterday, which is pretty silly, 2 of our lighting wires have boxes close enough where instead of installing a new box, I can just bring the wire over and run into this existing box. And same thing down there on the back side of the trailer. So we're only going to have to install 2 boxes. All right, we've got the box open here. Let me show you what's going on. So remember I told you that there was 2 power wires coming down the line. Okay, we got our first junction box installed. These are pretty straightforward because there's no fixture. Remember, our black wire just runs all the way through because it's for the outlet in the back of the barn. So the wire coming down from the new lights, black, white, and copper. All 3 coppers will get tied together here because we don't need to ground this box. There's no fixture. All 3 white wires get connected together. And then our 2 red wires, which are our light circuit, gets connected to the black wire coming down, the hot wire up to our new lights. All 3 of those get connected, and that's it. You just stuff it into the box, put the cover on, you're done. These new boxes now, you just slide that top one on, line this up with the screw, and it just drops on. And gravity holds it on while you tighten it. There we go, a nice clean installation. We'll probably take a staple the yellow wire over here. We've got a good loop. There's already a staple there, never mind. But one more of these box to install and then we're done. Okay folks, all of our ladder work is done. We have all our connections made. We've got our fuses put back in over here. Let's flick the switch and see what it looks like. Wow! What a transformation that is. We got a light in the barn. Lots more than we did before. The true test is going to be tonight when it's dark. So let me put my tools away and we'll come back when it's dark. All right, it's almost nighttime out here. I told Kelly to go stand down in the dark in the barn, and I'm going to light her up to see what she thinks of these new lights. Here we go. Woo. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, you can see like in every corner.
Yeah, super cool. That's why we put them up really high. They're called high bay lights because the lights go a lot further around the barn. Night and day difference, literally. Pretty cool?